Remember when I said I wouldn't take strength this round? Yeah, and then I took the spot weakness. And it betrayed me. It never made strength, did it? I don't think it ever did. Got another Hexaghost act. Probably not. Ciphers. I don't really watch SNL. Nice feed though. Yeah, I also never got to play feed, I'm pretty sure. Like, that was an incredible run if you're looking for examples of every Ironclad card sucking. Oh well. Predator's a nice floor 1 pickup. Just upgrade it. Alright, cool. We're already like pretty elite worthy with just a Predator. Backflip. Seems okay. Bernard, thanks for the 22 months. Agabomo show to you as well. Thanks, Sarah Lightring. Yeah, we're off to the races here. I've been getting through the runs pretty quickly actually the last 2 days. No troubles with speed. I'm gonna go ahead and take the poison stab, I think. Get a little bit of that scaling damage going. I don't see a reason to take damage here. I could have taken 1 damage in the fight if I just played Predator, but I think I take 0 damage in the fight almost always if I don't play Predator. Good. Go for a Bouncing Flask as well. Poison Stab, Bouncing Flask. Hexaghost. Hexaghost is a tough enough fight that it's pretty easy to feel justified taking a Bouncing Flask early. Even though it's not like the best card against sentries or whatever. I am a spooky ghost. I don't know if I want to play that a whole lot at this stage in the run. Our damage is sort of slow for sentries. I probably get to upgrade it later. Maybe take it just because it's so good against Gremlin Knob. Yeah, I think this is the worst of the possible fights for us. I don't think we need this for anything else. I'm gonna use it here. Whoa, Jackal Bunny. What happened to your O's? That's terrifying. I think I weakened the wrong one. Maybe it won't matter. It totally matters. I would have had one more plated armor if this one attacked me for 7 instead of 10. I've had far-reaching consequences on the run. Maybe not very far. Hey, Crypt of the Old. How's it going? I've tricked you into thinking that my content is enjoyable, Crypt of the Old. It's sort of like an illusion. It's like how magicians make you think that the coin is behind your ear. Would have taken 3 less damage. Yep. Not like a gigantic deal, but definitely a mistake. You just found a coin behind your ear. That's a good deal. It's a wonderful deal. Terror, Cloak and Dagger, and Sucker Punch. These don't seem great. Yeah, they don't seem great. If I had an evil twin, what would their name be? Pretty good first turn, by the way. If I had an evil twin, what would their name be? Kill Gregor, thanks very much for the tier 2 sub. Hongbomo show to you too. I think just Jorbs. And then no one would be able to tell, like, which of the twins it was. Just go a little bit more poison here. That would be one of the ways in which they were evil. That would be very deceptive. YouTube Jorbs is my evil twin? Maybe. YouTube Jorbs had a really good prismatic shard run recently. Like, it was some quality stuff. We are perhaps a teensy bit short on defense here, but we've got a Wraithform Plus and a Piercing Whale, so feel like we'll find a way out of our predicament. Whoa. Yes, please. So I think this is Adrenaline over Malaise. I would like one Malaise in the deck by the time I get to the Act 3 bosses. A lot of the time. Or we can get like some Dexterity and backflips. That works too. But yeah, Adrenaline for right now to get Wraithform Plus in play and get our poison damage down in the Act 2 fights. Act 2 fights care a lot about how quickly you can get your stuff in play. This might be Pandora's Box. It's always the red key. If you take Cursed Key, you don't get to remove strikes, or you don't get relics. And we've got a tiny chest, so it's gonna be like at least 3 relics. And it gets Pandora's Box. We've got good cards for Pandora's Box. Like, this is good with Pandora's Box. Because Pandora's Box kills all of your defense, you want to be blocking in a way that doesn't require defense. Pandora's Box Silent is often quite alright though. Deflect, Dodge Roll, Noxious Fumes, Well-Laid Plans. I don't know about the Envenom, that doesn't seem great at the moment. Double Distraction. I don't think I've ever had 2 of those in a deck at the same time before. Double Distraction. Alright, well, we'll see how that goes. Definitely not the best Pandora's Box ever, but like an okay Pandora's Box. Cool. Very good. Now we're talking. That's more like it. What's the ratio of good versus bad cards obtainable with Distraction? Silent has a lot of bad skills. An uncomfortably large number of bad skills. We don't have any attacks for the Steroid Potion. Poison Potion's probably better. Got a lot of damage in these potions. Oh, nice. Yeah. Whenever we gain gold, we heal 5 HP. It's very good. Unfortunately, I took a Pandora's Box. Also, I have this for sustain, so I don't think we want the bites at all. Would I take a Feel No Pain with an After Image? Do you maybe mean a Feel No Pain with an Infinite Blades? Because Feel No Pain After Image doesn't really have any interaction. I mean, maybe. My answer is probably maybe. Since when can you use Blood Vial there? Yeah, you can always use Blood Vial there. You just have to have it. fight. When your deck has no strikes and no defends in it, and has 1 adrenaline, you draw a lot of good cards very quickly. Let's go for some elites. Juzu bracelet. I'm okay with just a sapphire key there. Not gonna go to that many more question marks this run. I might, if I upgrade bullet time, I can backflip an acrobatics into it, which seems like it makes it a much better card. Seems like a very, very, very relevant upgrade here. Bullet time's not always a relevant upgrade at all, but here in particular it seems like a very big deal. All the potions, or... I think just this potion, maybe? Because the poison potion is going to be the one that's better in the other elite fights. And I think with bouncing Classic Plus on turn 1, we probably have enough here. Like, we probably just get to play Wraith form right now. And it's just dead. Lazy evaluation, thanks for the 5 months. Agbomosho to you too. Playing Cloud's a bit better. Would it have been okay to try acrobatics into bullet time in the first round? We could have tried it, but like the line I took, I think very regularly does this. And what this was like, we took like 2 damage and won the fight. So given that the line we had available was so reliably good, the downside of playing acrobatics was that if we don't hit bullet time, all of a sudden we're taking like 14 on turn 1, which is a lot better, or a lot worse. It's a lot worse than taking 2. If the line I had available without acrobatics like didn't kill after taking 2 damage or whatever, then playing acrobatics was a lot more appealing. I think calculated gamble is good here, now that we have a letter opener especially. Anonymous, thank you very much for the $10 donation to the charity. I haven't mentioned it recently, so I'll mention it again. Today I'm raising money for the American Heart Association, which is a charity that does all sorts of work to helping educate people about heart disease, helping protect people from heart disease, helping people who suffer from heart disease. And usually when I do charity streams, which we do a decent number of on this stream, usually I go through like Tiltify or some other third-party provider in order to let you donate to the charity. But Streamlabs is trying out this thing where they can actually just make any donation to the channel go straight to the charity. Streamlabs isn't taking a cut, which is pretty cool. And yeah, you get to donate through the regular interface that you donate through, and like an alert plays on the channel and everything. So it's a lot less work for me. I think it integrates like better with the streaming experience. Like when you donate to the charity, your message actually comes up on the stream, which is cool. And also they're not taking a cut at all, which is awesome. Just all around really cool. I'm excited to try it out and see how it works. And I think the American Heart Association is a great charity to be supporting. Oh, also, if we get to $2,000 donated today, I said that if we got to 10,000 for the Dream charity thing, I'd watch 10 hours of Aya. And we're at 9,000 on that, which is insane, by the way. Like, not even possible, so I don't know how that happened, but that's insane, thank you. I got an email. I got an email the next day after that charity stream from the guy who like manages Dream and does everything, being like, "Hey, I woke up with a bunch more money in my account this morning. Was that you? Thank you." So that was a nice email to get. That was definitely a thing we did, which did some really good things in the world and was greatly appreciated by some people who I'm very glad we could help. So yeah, that's at 9,000, and if it got to 10,000, I was going to do the IA, and it seems unfair to like misdirect you to a different charity. So if we get to 2,000 today, I'll do the IA thing. That seems only fair. And we're already at 600 and some. I said 2 hours before, but then afterwards, when I was in my like post-charity stream stupor, I tweeted 10 hours, and I'm gonna treat that as binding. I think the adrenaline upgrade's pretty good here. You have already unlocked dig points, I just haven't enabled them yet. Is there a charity you can donate to stop me from doing that? I have noted your complaint, but I'm going to do it anyway. And you can't stop me. So we want to hit Piercing Whale here. Actually, we can block, like, sort of okay without hitting Piercing Whale even. I have Envenom Snecko Skull. That's weird. That was a spot where it might have been okay to acrobatics for adrenaline. Be enough to just have Aya running in the background during the next... No. No, this is something that I want to do. It's like a challenge. Want is probably the wrong word. Oh, bullet time again. Cool. I guess we play it. Sure. Stocks! Thanks very much for the $50 donation. Much appreciated. Gosh, this game just really wants me to have a very large number of bullet times, doesn't it? I think I'm cool with one. It's already upgraded. I've got a well-laid plans. I think I'm cool with one, thanks. This is... Our deck's pretty good. Especially now that I can remove distraction from it. There just aren't really any bad cards here. I could take Oddly Smooth Stone. I have a Deflect, a Dodge and Roll, and a Survivor, right? So it's certainly not the best Oddly Smooth Stone ever. I have a Backflip too. I think Oddly Smooth Stone is just like pretty good. Just a very good relic. Infinite Blade seemed good with Snecko Skull and Venom. Yeah, it's very slow. If all of those things line up, it's good, but it's very slow. Oh, order? Order? Was sort of hoping to draw bullet time at some point in this fight. I think we're good to play Survivor. And go double Piercing Whale next turn. Dash, dodge and roll, dagger spray. Could take a dodge roll. Could have 2 dodge rolls with an oddly smooths down. Probably okay. Sort of hard to parse exactly what this deck does with no strikes and defends. I think good things? I think mostly good things. The Envenom seems a little dubious at the moment. Maybe Cloak and Dagger is a good card. It wins. Dagger Spray might be a good card, actually. Got Wraith Form for Reptimancer. I guess Wraith Form is how I beat Reptimancer. Dagger Spray's not terrible here, though, with Envenom and Snecko Skull. Have strength as well, right? Yeah. Probably a bit late in the run for it. Hey, Kuro Suzuki. I'm doing alright. I'm doing not bad. Hope you are well also. I have burst question mark. I do not have burst. I got burst from distraction in one fight though. Probably what you're thinking of. I think we hold on to the Wraith Form. This might be a moment where we try to hit bullet time. If I Wraith Form here, the next turn I Bouncing Flask. Seems not that great. If I were to like Piercing Whale, also doesn't seem that great. If I hit Neutralize off this, it's fine. Hey. Well, that's the goal. Now I can pretty happily Wraith Form. Because we got all of our damage out. Glad you've been enjoying Slay the Spire, Farah. That's a super good game. I've been offered dash every single time. Okay, my assumption was that this was the hardest fight. I don't think I can play Wraith Form here. Can I? Use Poison Potion. I have a really good turn 1. Maybe I can just play Wraith Form. Look at all this stuff that I get to play. How much damage does Letter Opener deal? Just the 5. Like I won already. What is this nonsense? Wow. Do potions affect my card elo ratings? No, they don't look at what potions I have. I guess our reason to kill this slaver was so that Bouncing Flask couldn't hit it. Of interesting. I figured we just let it die to the poison on the next turn, but it did take a bunch of Bouncing Flask hits there. Still pretty good. You don't understand why bullet time isn't more appreciated. Bullet time is good when you have more card draw than you have ability to play your good cards. So like a Pandoras Box run is sort of Snecko Eye and Pandoras Box, I feel like. And Pyramid, Runic Pyramid maybe, are the ideal circumstances where you'd want bullet time, and bullet time is going to be really good in Act 2 of those runs. But it's not necessarily going to be incredible in Act 3 even of this run. I'll probably be alright. Yeah, it's good in an environment where you have a lot of good cards to play and not much energy. And we're currently in that environment. I'm gonna take the Cloak and Dagger. Talked already about how we do have the Envenom. We're a little bit short on block cards. We've got a Letter Opener. I want to see how a Cloak and Dagger performs here. I think since I have bullet time to cheat powers and to play with, I'm gonna go not for the Envenom upgrade. Let's go for a Fumes upgrade instead. This would be a good time to draw bullet time. The YouTube link doesn't work? So weird. Maybe my YouTube has been banned. We just put poison on Automaton, we win now. We won't take damage fast enough to die. Wait, is my YouTube link actually wrong here? Like, really? That's pretty incredible. I wonder who made that command. I wonder if it was me. That's weird, Don. Do I think Ascension 20 Act 4 win streaks would be an enjoyable experience? Isn't that what I do every day? What do you think I'm doing right now? It was me who made the link? Oh no. What's the link meant to be? He's asking if I'm having fun or slowly going insane. Can it be both? Sounds like a very, like, succinct explanation of the human condition, honestly. Is it reasonably possible to establish a win streak on skill? The only input variable for how long your win streak is, well, there are two. There are two input variables for how long a win streak is. One is your win rate, and the second is how many times you play. Those are the only things, so... Is the question, like, would I like to have a higher win rate? I like the win rate that I have at Ascension 20. I find that it makes the game engaging. If that's what the question is, maybe. Thanks, Avocado Lad. I assume your win rate doesn't change over time. Well, if your win rate changes over time, then the input variable, your win rate, would change, which changes that input variable. Yeah. So. Hey, to Barioni. Maybe bullet time is insanely good, actually. Maybe I've changed my mind about how good it is. It seems pretty good here. Maybe I'm now a bullet time only drafter. Is the 1080p option gone? It shouldn't be. It's only assuming winning on 2 separate games are properly independent. If you're a human playing, then your win rate changes. If you're saying like a human being is susceptible to tilt, so the win rate isn't a a stagnant variable that it can go up and down, then the expectation of your win streak changes because your win rate changes. I'm not trying to be like contradictory or confusing. I just feel like we're making this a lot more complicated than it is. Hey, Vice Race. Upgrade all cards. You can no longer heal. Wouldn't be terrible here. I think we'll just take the rare relic though. I could also take normalities. Let's do this. This deck is something else. Something else. If it's not a static variable, I can't just say that streaking is a simple function of win rate. Did I say win rate was a static variable? Maybe I did. I didn't mean to imply that your win rate was always the same. I just thought it was sort of implied when I said that what your win rate was changed how long your win streak was expected to be, that things that changed your win rate would also change how long your win streak was expected to be. Anyway, fair enough. Not gonna pay 580 gold for a red mask there. We got an old coin, so we got a good store coming up. I think I sort of like these cards. Go with another piercing wail. Turn 2 of the heart fight's sort of weird with this deck. A lot of the time we're gonna have like 2 cards in our draw pile, and then we're gonna add 5 statuses on top of those 2 cards. Probably not gonna be a very good turn. Maybe we can plan to be intangible for it. I don't know if Preserved Insect is great. Ceramic Fish is a bunch of sustain. Don't think it's great either though. I guess I'll take it. The Preserved Insect, I mean. Should be good for Act 4. Okay. No, there are only 3 acts. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Yeah, at first there are only 3 acts. And then you find out that there's another one. Oh, I can play these wounds and then I won't have them anymore. That'd be a good thing to do. Don't think it matters at all in this fight though. Level 4 Rob. Thank you very much for the 15 months subbed. Agabomu show to you too. It's the boot! The boot, 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 the boot. The boot, the boot, the boot, the boot, the boot. The boot. When wound up, the boot grows larger in size. I have never read the flavor text for most relics. Or if I have, I like instantly forgot it so that every time I read it again, it's like a new thing. I think it's probably time for a Well-Laid Plans upgrade. Now that we have a burst, that seems quite a bit better. Bullet time, no! Rude. I guess this is the reason that bullet time isn't great. Well, this time it just doesn't do anything. Okay, maybe it sort of does something. Deck just needs 3 copies of Seek Plus. I'm down. We could do it like that if we wanted. I'm just getting rid of the Piercing Whales because they are not particularly good against a single weakened target. Which happens to be what we're fighting in this fight. The very thing that we are fighting in this fight. Yeah. If we had 2 bullet times, it wouldn't have happened. We could make everything in our hand cost like -3. Pretty sure that's how that would work. Preserved Insect seemed like it would maybe matter against Giant Head and Reptomancer. I'm not sure that it's actually doing anything here. It makes me like feel better about the fight though, I guess, a little bit. Pretty sure we were like more than a turn away from needing it there though. Tools of the Trade is a little bit interesting. We're sort of bad against the Awakened one. I don't think I can take it. with Awakened One being Awakened One. Medkit makes it worse, I think, because we only have to draw the like wound and burn in the heart fight once, so we don't have that many cards to discard with it. Art of War could be good sometimes. I think Burst Plus is probably obscene here. Nunchaku is probably not the best. This is terrible. Wait, Madness? We only have 23 cards. How does Madness work with bullet time? Could I make like, could I upgrade Calculator Gamble and go for Madness Infinite with Letter Opener maybe? How many of these cards stick around? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What fight do I need that for? I might need that for like Awakened One. I don't really need it for the heart, I don't think. Just make a bunch of poison on the heart. I'm sort of slow to make poison on the heart though. Let's try it. Hey, Professor Worm! What am I looking at? I was probably looking at how many of the cards in my deck didn't exhaust when I played them. Probably. That Madness looks terrible so far. Just by the way. Whew. All right. Well, we did it. We won. We did win the fight. Sometimes hear the music for Slay the Spire as you're laying in bed to sleep. How many people dream about their job? I don't think I want infinite blades. Apparently Madness during bullet time doesn't work. Is that what we just found out? That's unfortunate. Dream about your Jorb. Worked your old job for 10 years and still dream about it sometimes. I have no dreams about... I have no dreams about the jobs I did before streaming. And I don't really remember having dreams about streaming either. Yikes. Okay, we got another chance to test this. So poison stab should cost 0 forever, deadly poison should cost 0 forever too. As a student, the only dream you ever have is about finding out that you have a class you didn't know about. Your grades for every assignment are entered to 0, and the final is tomorrow. At least the final is tomorrow instead of yesterday. It could be worse. It could be worse. Just ask the professor for extra credit, you'll be fine. Unceasing top. I think that does something. I don't know, I have a bunch of draw cards, maybe it doesn't do much. We got a 0-cost Wraith form for ourselves. Putt does not work with bullet time, that is true. Very true. Just kill Deca first, I think. Works exactly as intended. Does not draw cards. Ha! Got him. Do I care about these? Unclear. I think I might. Probably want to Wraith form in like 2 turns or something. I think we just Wraith form next turn. Unless I draw a bunch of block and maybe I don't even need to. Oh, let's just Wraith form. We have other things that we can do with our energy instead of blocking. Feels like Corpse Explosion would be nice. Maybe. I think that we're okay without it. Which doesn't mean it wouldn't be nice, but I think that in the elite fight in Act 4, probably we stay intangible and both of them die, even without corpse explosion. Like here, for example, it doesn't really matter that we don't have corpse explosion because Dekka's just gonna die anyway, like as well. Gotta work out which powers I'm playing. Well, Laid Plans is probably okay, and Venom seems super not okay to play. Footwork's okay. I feel like this is a decent turn 1. Yeah, it feels like a decent turn 1. Alright, thanks very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Mojo to you as well. Would Madness be much better if you could pick which card would cost 0? I think so, yeah. I think the general appeal of Madness is often about making cards which don't cost any... making cards which draw cards, not cost any energy, so that you can play them forever in a fight. And so, if you could just target the exact card you wanted, that would be a lot easier to do. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, now we may have some problems. This is the first time in the run where it's like, okay, now what the fuck do we do? Am I trying to do this like madness plus backflip acrobatics thing maybe? Maybe I'm trying to do that. In which case we probably do this-ish. Ish. Bullet time. What do I discard with Survivor, though? Okay, that'll work. What is happening? It's a good question. What do I hold for next turn? Like Survivor, Deflect maybe? Oh, Burst probably. Burst, Survivor. Wait. Just use Burst on this though. Hold Survivor, Deflect for next turn. We could reset Strength on Split if we had any Piercing Whales left, but I used all 3 of them already. So, yep, let's chill. We split next turn after playing a Predator. We can put Fumes in play. And go Bullet Time. Burst, probably. Still in the game, you weren't sure if it was being patched out. No, it's intended, just like how the game's meant to work. Should probably play Envenom here. This isn't even a particularly woke awakened one. This is like the alarm just went off. It's still in the process of getting up for the day awakened one. I can just Wraith form next turn. And we're good. The groggy awakened one, yeah. The groggy one. Burst is back. I might just stop taking a Bouncing Flask because it takes too long. I should not have played that Shiv. I ruined Nunchaku. Oh well. Good fight for an Act 4. The 5 more minutes one. Love it. Footwork Plus might be alright. Palettes d'Orange. Yep. This lets me drop Wraith form earlier without killing my dexterity later in the fight. It's a really big deal. It also can get rid of the bullet time debuff that stops me from drawing cards. It's sort of an interesting application. Blur might be alright. If I were to card remove, I would card remove... I don't know, like Poison Stab or something. There isn't a card that's particularly bad here. Sunflower's okay. We're doing this thing with Blur though, or with Bullet Time, where I don't think it's particularly incredible. Maybe just Blur Infinite Blades. Now that we're through the Awakened One fight, we can take Infinite Blades without feeling too bad about it. Slows us down some more. Riddle is 20 poison with Snecko plus Envenom. Yep, we do have to like get Envenom in play and stuff first. Don't already have a Bouncing Flask to apply a bunch of poison though. We just Wraith form turn 1 here. Good. Should be a pretty comfy win, I imagine. Do you get gold from this fight? Could try to hit deflect. Pass. I think the piercing whale is good enough to be worth not playing there. I could have drawn one more card with one energy with spinning top, but I don't think it's really particularly good. Are these enemies growing out of the floor? I think they're like Roombas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like Roombas. Guess it doesn't matter if we get gold or not, because we have a blood vial at 59 health. Run scales, oh my gosh, it's so free. Oh my gosh, it's so free. Do you want to put in Venom in play? It's not that great. Just go footwork well-laid plans here. Footwork well-laid plans, neutralize, and hold burst. Piercing whale? Acrobatics? Probably want to Wraith form next turn. I think if I just let's actually go well-laid plans. Fumes, I think. I think if I just hold burst acrobatics, I always get to Wraith form next turn-ish. So we get bullet time and Wraith form every time. Oh, there are 5 statuses. Well, sometimes we don't. Most of the time we do. I'll do this, just like hedge a little bit. Does having too many good ways to win ever become a drawback? Big problem, right? Here's a skill, attack, and power. Seems pretty decent. I don't particularly care about these. I mean, I don't know. I can make this acrobatics cost 0, I guess. Sure. Bop, 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 bop. Discard Madness? Maybe? It's fine to use this here. Make burst cost 0 with 50% risk. Isn't it 100% risk? Because if it works with made burst cost 0, for some reason why I'd want that. This looks like a turn for blocking a bunch. Card or relic that removed enemies' buffs. I think that would just be pretty unexciting to play with because the enemies would stop working. I think it's good that the enemies get to do things. This looks pretty over. Sort of whiffed. Yeah, this looks pretty over. Oh, dodge and roll gave me even more block. Great. There were just like things happening and I couldn't work out why. Never activated top once. I must have. No, I think I activated it several times. It's just that I had played bullet time before I did. It's a really good Pandoras Box. I'd focus more on the Pandora's Box there than the bullet time. Although the bullet time did a lot of really good stuff too. I also play Iron Card. I play them all.